seconds and counting.
Hey, what's up, guys? Clutch Entertainment. We're back with another Texans training camp recap. Today was the first day of full pads for the Houston Texans under DeMeco Ryans and this new whole training camp process that they're going about, the new regime, also young talent to discuss and how they performed today. And we're going to get pretty much straight into it. Today was apparently not the best day from CJ Stroud. We're not exactly saying he was bad. Not saying he was good. He was 5 for 10 during team drills. It means 11 on 11, as you know. He was 5 for 10 with 2 interceptions. The first one was a play action pass on the first play of the team drills they're running. CJ Stroud was with the ones, and he threw an interception to, you guessed it, Blake Cashman, who now has either 2 or 3 interceptions, and over the past 2 days he has been something special. But then CJ Stroud threw an interception, a pick six to Derek Stingley Jr. on an out route to Nico Collins. So that honestly, it's like you win some, you lose some with that. It's like you're not exactly happy that CJ Stroud threw an interception, but if we're hearing about Derek Stingley in the pick six, that makes me pretty excited. Obviously it's not ideal to go 5 or 10, 2 interceptions. And so, Jacob, what are your thoughts on CJ Stroud's performance? Obviously, we don't have film on all this stuff, but just from what you're hearing, are you concerned? Are you encouraged, or what's the mood about CJ Stroud?
I'm not concerned about CJ. I think he'll be fine. I mean, it's normal for rookies to struggle a little bit, especially when the pads first come on, and especially with this type of defense where the defense is clearly better than the offense, like skill position wise. The corners and the safeties are the secondary in general is going to be top 10 in the league, I think. And I mean, everyone said Stingley just made a really good play on the ball, which is going to happen. I mean, which is good to hear, actually. I mean, you want to hear him make or jump routes and stuff. That's good to hear. So I'm not too concerned about CJ. I think he'll be just fine. You just got to be patient with him. He's going to make some mistakes. He's a rookie, but overall, I think he's looked pretty good
Yeah,
for a rookie quarterback.
And DeMeco Ryans, to your credit, there also said that Derek Stingley has had an amazing training camp. I know some people are making fun of him for that longer pass completion to Nico Collins the other day, but I'm encouraged, especially even more encouraged now that we're hearing about pick sixes by Derek Stingley. DeMeco Ryans say has had an amazing training camp. And someone, to me, who again, we don't have film and all this stuff, but someone that's really stood out to me in the way they talk about him and preach about him, and the clips that we have seen is Will Anderson, because one of the clips that the Texans did post today on Twitter, because there was no fans at the practice today, but there will be some eventually once again. But this is the first day of pads. There was this clip, I believe it was Davis Mills to Xavier Hutchinson on a 50-yard post. It was completion, but I would say probably less than 2 seconds after the ball was snapped, you can see Will Anderson standing right next to Davis Mills as he throws the ball. And obviously, you cannot sack the quarterback in training camp or touch him or anything like that. But Will Anderson is just standing right next to Davis Mills. My mind was blown. This is a day after we saw that other clip where Dalton Schultz chipped Will Anderson, or Anderson went around the edge, and once again is waiting to sack the quarterback. If you could record sacks at training camp, I feel like they'd be saying Will Anderson's got at least 5 of them by now. He seems like he's had a phenomenal training camp. He spoke to the media today, and he says at 260 pounds, and he hopes to stay at that weight. For reference, Will Anderson was 6'4", 243 coming out of Alabama. That's what he was listed on the roster at the start of his junior year. I'm not exactly sure about the combine measurement for his weight at the moment, but just from one year to another, translating from getting ready for the college season to getting ready for the NFL season, Will Anderson's put on 17 pounds, and honestly, it looks to be of just pure muscle. He seems to be insanely explosive, and he may be even better than we thought he could possibly be. And this is the guy who was my number 1 overall rated player in the entire NFL draft. And Will Anderson could be something special. We're talking maybe not just even defensive rookie of the year, but one of the most disruptive and dominant defensive players in the NFL this season. And that being said, Jacob, we've been hearing a lot about Will Anderson. Do you think the hype is legit, or is just the way the practices are being run the reason why Will Anderson's getting to the quarterback so much?
No, I think the hype is legit. When I was there, I mean, he was so explosive and his get off was unbelievable. I mean, I really don't think people are overhyping how good he's looked because like I saw it in person and I've only been there for the one day, so like I don't know what happened the other days, but I 100% believe it because it was just unbelievable what he was doing. I mean, he was every single time it felt like he was pushing the line back and creating a messy pocket. It was very awesome to see. It felt like we haven't had a pass rush like that in forever.
Yeah, quite literally. It probably since, JJ Watt, we are talking, Javion Clowney was never really what we expect him to be, but Will Anderson, he's got the physical tools, he's got the mental tools to be a leader. All the capabilities that you could ask for in a football player, Will Anderson has them. And we're talking about a young man just coming 3 months removed from being drafted into the NFL. And, like you said, the hype is legit. I think the hype for him is legit. I think the hype for the defense is legit. And things are only going to get more exciting, as Texans continue to practice with pads on, as they continue to practice just more together as a team. And to cap things off, we'll note that this is coming from DJBN. He is the NFL reporter on ESPN, the Texans beat writer. He said that the Texans did not score Davis Mills and CJ Stroud. They did not lead any scoring drives into the end zone today during the red zone team drills. And, that's just something to note. It's not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing because, we do expect this defense to be good. And it's hard when you play against the same defense every single day. So we're looking forward to see how the offense does because the defensive hype has been pretty much off the charts at this point. That's pretty much it for today. We're going to try to keep doing these, training camp recaps every single day. Just keep you guys updated on the little bits and nicks and crannies that we can get from these practices. And hope to see you guys next time. Peace.